Good morning. In a speech before the 1983 British general election, the leader of the Labour Party, Michael Foot, said, "We are not here in this world to find elegant solutions or serve the ways of profitable progress. No, we are here to provide for all those who are weaker and hungrier, more battered and crippled than ourselves. That is our only certain good and great purpose on earth. And if you ask me about those insoluble economic problems that may arise if the top is deprived of their initiative, I would answer, to hell with them. The top is greedy and mean, and will always find a way to take care of themselves. They always do." Foot, who was ridiculed in the Sun newspaper under the headline, "Do we really want this old fool to run Britain?" lost the election. I too am a fool and a dreamer. As a citizen of Nowhere Island, I dream of an open and joyful society whose people live in mutual respect for one another and the planet. But I worry that if my foolish dreams were ever realized, the top would turn them into nightmares, especially on an island. For islands, as Odysseus discovered, are places where you confront your worst nightmares. On his way back home from Troy, Odysseus landed on an island inhabited by one-eyed giants. Captured by a mean and greedy Cyclops, Odysseus had no alternative but to poke out the giant's eye with a stick and run for it. He might never have made it if it wasn't for this. Odysseus, who was a great trickster, had introduced himself as nobody. When the Cyclops yelled out that nobody had blinded him, the other Cyclopses thought he was just having a laugh. Odysseus escaped, and I like to think that someday on his wanderings he might land up on Nowhere Island. We will need tricky nobodies like him. From Mullah Nasruddin in the Middle East to the coyote of the Native American Indians, civilizations have treasured fools and tricksters. By mirroring and mimicking politicians and priests, bankers and barons, the fool exposes the weaknesses which the top tries to hide. The fool is the spokesperson for the ordinary people, for those who are weaker and hungrier, more battered and crippled than ourselves. My plea to my fellow Nowhereans is to adopt the fool as the national emblem of Nowhere Island. The fool is a zero. The fool is nothingness, a nobody with no particular place to go. The tarot fool steps out without a care in the world and right off the cliffs of Nowhere Island. The fool reminds us that no thing, nobody, not even this, should be taken seriously.